A song for our good friend, Mrs. Karen Walker, who loves a good tune and a stacked and trestle talker. For a lady so devoted to the enchanting old stage, where Hinge and dear Bracket are always the rage. Oh, the dear Dr. Hinge and Dame Hilda Bracket are trying their best just to weather the racket. For Marigold, Perkle is tying the knot with Sydney the clerk, though there's not much he's got. 10 years of engagement have come to a head, and Karen, my dear, you'll love what was said. The doctor must play on the organ, you see, which means an evening of Violet's weak tea. Oh, it's gossip and nuptials and elderberry wine, where the top hats sink low and the hedgehogs entwine. We'll sing of the wedding, the cake and the bird, the finest light opera that Karen has heard. Yes, Karen's a fan from the start to the end. To the musical ladies, she's such a good friend. Now Violet will chatter and talk up a storm, while Leonard sips hot water to keep his feet warm. Since 1952, with his colic aflame, he drinks from his glass just to stay in the game. And Violet is boasting of bathroom suites maroon, while Hilda lets out an exasperated swoon. Good heavens, it's 10 and you haven't sung yet. A night with the Perkles is hard to forget. Just think of it, Karen, out in the garden, a sudden crisis. Is it Mrs. Austen's tortoise nosing around? No, it's a hedgehog caught in the sweet pea netting. And what happens next? Dame Hilda steps out in her dressing gown, the door closes, and click, we are locked out in the cold. Dame Hilda! And whose fault was that? Evadne? Certainly not mine. I even asked Milton the budgerigar to fly down the hall, pick up the latchkey in his beak, and let us in. But did he listen? No. So I simply had to take a clothes prop and shatter the greenhouse windows. Action was required. Now off to the church for the radiant bride, with Sydney the groom standing right by her side. But oh, his top hat is a size or two big. When he puts it on, it consumes his whole rig. He's vanished completely right down to his ears, the funniest sight in a number of years. And Marigold's dress, while it's handmade and grand, though Violet ran out of white cotton on hand. Oh, it's gossip and nuptials and elderberry wine, where the top hats sink low and the hedgehogs entwine. We'll sing of the wedding, the cake and the bird, the finest light opera that Karen has heard. Yes, Karen's a fan from the start to the end. To the musical lady, she's such a good friend. Let's go to the reception, the cake is a sight. Mrs. Connors has baked it, but things aren't quite right. The initials were meant to be placed with some grace, but Sydney and Marigold ran out of space. S and U, M and P, pink icing so plump, the bottom tier simply spells out the word S-U-M-P, sump. So we pour the homemade wine right into the pot. The potted plants drink it before they all rot. So raise up a glass to the newlywed pair, who'll compromise on Cornwall and travel down there. And raise up a glass for our dear Karen too, whose love for Dame Hilda and Hinge is so true. From stacked and trestle with the final grand chord, the finest devotion that art can afford. Yes, Hilda and Evan sing out in delight, for Karen